All right, Braves, you want to get signed up for athletic sports? Then this is what you got to do. You want to go to the Braves website, so you can open a tab in your Chromebook or whatever computer you're at, and you want to type the home page. So you got braves.guhsd.net. Click that at the top. You can also Google it. It's pretty easy. What you want to do is you'll see the athletics tab here. So you'll see if you hover over it, there's nothing that drops down. So what you need to do is just click on it. And if you click on it, then it'll bring you to the athletics page for ECV Athletics. Okay, you'll see here you've got all of the different sports: fall sports, winter sports, spring sports. And if you want to take some time to check that out later and find out more information about the coaches, about the schedules, you can check that out. But what we're looking at is if you go over here to additional information to the right, it should drop down. There it is. Click on clearance. You click on clearance, it will take you to this page. So if you have already done this before, you just log in. But if you haven't done this before, you have to register. Now, for some of you guys that don't understand this, you need it in Arabic or Spanish, maybe your parents are helping you do this, go to the top and you'll see where it says select language. And there you can get any language you want. We can do Somali, we can do Arabic, we can do Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Lithuanian, okay, whatever you'd like. Even Pashto for you guys that are Farsi speakers. Okay, so go ahead and click register. We're going to fill in our name. Yes, I just put Coach Osborne. All right, I'm going to put my username, which is my email. So we'll go ahead and use your school email. And you can see I have a kind of an automatic drop down here that fills that in. So you have to write it twice. Okay, and I'm going to put a password. Choose a password. Probably use the same one you use to log into your computer. That way you don't forget it. It's going to ask you for a security question. So let's see. I'll do my. What was the first car you owned? It was a Volvo. Okay. Click submit. All right. So you can go ahead and save that. So when you come back here, it'll save your password and your username for you. And it asks you to enter a code. You'll see right above there, it tells you what code to enter. So 6950. It'll be different for all you guys. Click submit. All right, and now you have nothing here because you need to start a clearance. So click start clearance. Okay, and just go ahead and go through the menu. So the year, it asks you to choose which year, school, and sport. So in other words, if you're signing up for soccer right now this year, depending on what year it is, then you would go to 2017 to 2018, which is this year. If this is the next year, 2018 to 2019, you're watching this video a year from now, then you'll choose that one. So any sport this year, you want to do 2017 to 2018. Okay, select the school. All right, so here we go. We're obviously not in NCS, that's Amador Valley up in Northern California, so we're going to have to look for El Cajon Valley. No, not El Cap. Be El Cap, right? Don't be El Cap. All right, El Cajon Valley. Okay, now you're going to select what sport you're going to be participating in. Okay, if you're doing soccer, don't select girls soccer. Make sure you pick soccer for boys. All right, click submit. Okay, now what you're going to have to do is go through and fill out all this information. You're going to go through all a bunch of pages that ask you for your name, your address, what grade you're in. It's going to ask you for your insurance information, so you're going to need to make sure you have that information with you. Obviously, you're probably going to have to ask your parents for that. Okay. If you don't have a preferred hospital, just go ahead and enter nearest hospital. But go ahead and just kind of follow the directions here. And again, if you need to translate this, go back up to the top. That way you can translate it in your language so you can understand what they're asking for. Okay. Log out and you have to stop and they have to come back. When you log back in, it's going to look like this. And so if you need to edit anything, you'll see the pencil here and just click that. And you'll notice this says completed, my info is completed, my physical is completed. I still have to do my medical history and so on. Anything that's incomplete needs to be done. And once that's all done, it'll be reviewed and then you'll be cleared to go. Okay, so you need to make sure everything's done. So I want to talk about physicals real quick. All right, so what you guys need to do is go get a physical. Go see your doctor. Go to the local clinic. and pay the fee there. If there happens to be a school-wide physical sign-up day, ask the athletic director, Mr. Ryan Trammell, or your coach about that. Otherwise, you'll have to go and get it done on your own. And once you do, you'll need to get this form filled out, which you can get right here. If you look here where it says Choose from Documents Library. And fill this out, have your doctor fill it out, and upload it here, save it, and then you'll be done. And then you go to medical history. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions about your history, so make sure you guys fill that out. When you get to the step where you got to fill out your parent information, once you fill out the information, it's going to ask you, does your child hope to play sports in college? So if that is something you're hoping for, the NCSA, which is a recruiting agency that helps you get registered and the right forms and right agencies to get you kind of started, you can click yes, and it's going to send you basically some information about what you need to do to get yourself ready for college to be a student athlete. The next page, your parents are going to have to go ahead and fill in their names here. There's some agreements that you have to sign here, both for the district, for CIF, so about some medical, cardiac arrest, concussion information sheet, which you should read and go through. You can click that link so you can get a paper copy of it. And there's also some more information about cardiac arrest. You have to sign here, and basically it's electronic signature, so just type your name. And basically for the same thing, you have to put your name there as well. And once you do that, go ahead and click submit. Okay, so I've gone through and completed all what's important. Okay, so what you want to do here is go ahead and click on confirmation. And it's going to take you to this page. This is basically that you agree that everything in here is honest and, to the best of your knowledge, true. And it also agrees that, if we have to treat you for something, that your parents allow us to treat you for like first aid, or if you have to go to the hospital or something like that. So what you need to do is print this out. So what you can do is click down here, click print, and it's going to give you a more printer-friendly copy. So go to the library, take your Chromebook there. You can hook up your Chromebook to one of the printers there. Ask the librarian; they can show you how to do that, and then you can print this out. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to turn this in to the assistant principal's office. Okay, so you take that to the VP office towards the front of the school, and then you will be done. All right, and then once all that's turned in, the office secretary will make sure that you are cleared, and then you're good to go, and then you are allowed to play sports. If you have any more questions, go ahead and go to the front office, the VP office, which is on the west side of the admin building, and they'll answer your questions.